Welcome in, everybody. How is it going? We are getting ready to rock here. We're actually going to do a little something different. We're going to do a general aviation flight today in the Kodiak. We're doing some FSEconomy runs from our FBO in this is in Paducah, Kentucky. I believe it's in regional Barclay Regional Airport, and then we're flying over to Barclay State Park. We are bringing along the 3 people that are taking this trip. It's 1 local commuter, a crate of Kentucky bourbon, and a crate of barbecue brisket we're flying over there. And we have 2 other deliveries to make from people from here that are going to 1M7, which is our 2nd stop, and then M93, which is our 3rd stop. Hope everybody is doing well. We are going to get this thing fired up and get it going. Go ahead and turn our fuel on. I have not flown this thing in a long time, so hopefully we, and I never flew it well. So I enjoy it, but I never flew it well. So hopefully we can get this thing going, and we'll be relatively good. Hope everybody's doing good. Sorry about the late start today. Just trying to get motivated and get our get everything going. And had a long haul that I landed this morning at about 10:30. What's up, studio? Flew from Seattle last night to Taiwan. That's what I did overnight last night. Put pictures in Discord on the on the flight as it happened, but it's obviously it's a 12-hour flight, so I slept. And the plane continued on. All right, let's go. Off on that. Let's turn our ignition on. The igniter not yet. I think generator on. We'll wait on that for right now. I don't remember, and I don't have a checklist for this plane, so we do have to push that down. That is the engine cutoff, fuel cutoff. Let's go ahead and turn our beacon on, nav light on, and we'll go ahead and leave our taxi light off. And we have to be careful how we start this plane, or you will blow the engine. Not much, studio, not much. I decided to do a couple of short hops. I could not figure out where to fly in an airliner because our next flight is another long haul from Taiwan back to Seattle. So I couldn't decide where to fly in an airliner, so I decided to do a couple of FSEconomy short hops. I haven't done a GA flight on stream in a long time, so I went with this. Go ahead and get we're just going to be going direct to, we're not doing IFR flight plans, so we're going to be going over to 1 Mike 9, only about 44 miles away, and we are going to be going direct to that, and we will just go ahead and activate it, take off and head that way. It's only, like I said, 44 miles. All these flights are like 50 miles, so not terrible duration at all. Be pretty good. Small airports in Kentucky and Tennessee is where we're flying right now. So let's go ahead and all right, fuel is off. Got our condition lever set. We got our throttle set. Ready to start this thing up. So let's go ignition on. Did tweak my audio. I changed it up. It's coming through an HDMI right into the sound, or right into the capture card now. So I think the audio is going to be a lot better. Got to hold your a hot start already. We're all right. Only bringing enough fuel to get us over about 120 miles. We have about double the fuel that we need, but not too much. Only because it was like 14 gallons in the plane. So, all right, let's kick this up to low, down to low idle. Ignition can now come off. Set me back. Set. Beacon light is on. Go ahead and turn our taxi light on. We're just going to power off over there. Like I said, we have our passengers back here. They're all back there. We got some cargo with us, and we're going to be flying over Lake Barclay State Park. Christina Martinez, can you give me a shout? You've never gotten one. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in, Christina. I shout out everybody that comes in and says hello, as long as I see you. Yeah, can't think of anything else. We're going to go ahead and set our flaps to flaps 2. Rudder trim is right. Not rudder. Elevator trim is going to be right in here for takeoff. Marking, matching up to TO here. If it's back here, you're not. The trim is going to be way off, and you got to really watch trim in this aircraft. This thing does spins like crazy when it's low. So we're going to be taxiing out. We'll go throttle. We got to make a right turn. We're going over to runway 32, and we are out of here. Like I said, I've crashed this plane more than I think I've crashed anything else. This is it's a fun plane to fly, but it's very finicky, especially when you're heavily loaded. Right now we're pretty much 80% full, I think. We're right about 80% full with cargo, so should be interesting. SimWorks Studio is the developer of this plane. It was originally a Microsoft 2020 plane. It works in 24. It was actually one of the first planes that did work in 24 from third party, and it's a good plane. They are working on 2024, the 2024 version of it as well. Now that the Airvan is on its way, we are little GA flying today. We're using active sky, although it pretty much looks like captain's weather here, as Sconce would call it. We are using active sky, but it's very, very clear, and that's what shows that it's depicting. This plane, you got to be on the right rudder heavy on takeoff, because it's the torque to the right, to the left. So you got to be on the right rudder. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes, because I haven't flown this in a long time. All right. We're going to go prop full forward. Flaps are set. We're going to go taxi light can come off. We can go strobe on. The landing light's here too. Fuel pumps to standby. Auxiliary fuel pump to standby. There we go. Landing lights. There we are. They were around there somewhere. Alright, let's go. I do have multiplayer on if anybody wants to fly along. We are at KPAH in Paducah, Kentucky. Feel free to jump in. If you fly on FSEconomy and you're part of Wolf Air Aviation, feel free to jump in and take the jobs that are available at those airports and get them, make some deliveries, man. What's up, Rip Johnny? Well, how are you? All right, we're out of here. Shouldn't, this plane is a short takeoff and landing aircraft as well, so it shouldn't take us long to get out of here. Let's go. We're not to red line it right off the bat. Yeah. There's a power plant right on the Ohio River. We're going to be going up to 6,000 feet. We're hand flying right now because I didn't set our altitude or our climb angle or anything like that. So climb out for a few minutes. Sure. Our right-hand turn. You're all right. Got bad news yesterday. Can't fly until tomorrow. Sucks. Sorry, man. I'm good. I'm all right. It's a little getting some stuff done today. Getting a few things done today in the background here, and but yeah, all's well on my end. That's Lake Barclay over there. It's right on the Kentucky and Tennessee border. We'll be flying right across across two lakes. Actually, a big circular lake. That's Route 24, I-24 right there. I drive by this place all the time. All right, flaps are up. Your little cousin died? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Ugh. Finicky. Sorry to hear that, man. Alright, I'm going to bring us out this way. We're basically going to be following 24 over to Lake Barkley State Park. It's only a few, not very far away. I'm going to trim us up so we're in a decent climb and bank here. And get my autopilot situated. Guess I could just fly this thing the whole way. It's not a big deal. 18 in an accident? That's way too young, man. The alone in the car? Trim it for a 5-degree climb here. On his bike. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Sorry to hear that, man. Bank left here a little bit. Be able to put ourselves on a nav path here. Go. We are already going direct. Go ahead and go autopilot on. We want to go vertical speed on. Let's make that vertical speed not that freaking high. Good. Let's do about 700 feet per minute. Let's go on the nav path. There we go. On the highway rip, or and that really sucks to hear, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. And we want to climb up to. I have it set for 6,000. I think we're gonna make it 5. Another 2,000. Our airport's like right over here. Yeah. Those boxes. How do we get to old mode? Small road south of his mom's house. His friend was behind him in a truck, tried to do CPR, but he died on it. Yeah. Sorry, man. That's brutal. I've seen the end result of that way too many times and how it tears apart families. Very, very sorry to hear that. Alright, let's kick this back a little bit. We don't need full takeoff power here. We can get our torque dialed in. I don't even remember what our torque and I don't remember what it's supposed to be set at. I think it's like 1250. Go with that for now. Doesn't take the pain away but telling. So yeah, no, yeah, I hear you. I wish I could do or say something. In reality, you can't. We do have the Ohio River to our left here. There's a power plant. The Illinois border is right behind us, and we're in Kentucky right now, over Kentucky, and then we're flying over these two lakes here. Very popular boating and lake destination in the area out this way. I would actually enjoy owning land off this lake, but we shall see. So, on board we have a Wolf-Air passenger, a crate of pulled pork, a crate of barbecue brisket, Kentucky bourbon, a local commuter, and 2 more crates of barbecue brisket. We're dropping barbecue brisket off at 1M9, and we're dropping 2 crates of barbecue brisket off at M93, and a crate of pulled pork and another passenger continuing on. We're picking up several people and some cargo at 1M9 as well that have to move on to 1M7. There are 5 chunks of things that are going along, so that's where we have, this is episode number 65 in this series, I think. 67, maybe 67. And so we've flown a lot in this series, and yeah, we were just kind of resurrecting it a little bit and seeing what we have. Like I said, I wasn't sure of what we were going to do today, so I left it. Kind of figured I'd throw some GA stuff in. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody had a good start to their week so far. Most of you guys should be, if you're in the U.S., you should be all done with your work day or getting there. U.S. and Canada, definitely getting there. West Coast is still working, but alright, we're going to level off at 5,000 feet here. Our airport is right over there. It is on this inlet right here. This inlet, I believe it's that inlet right there. So we're going to kind of fly over that inlet, and then we turn, and we'll be on our final approach. We actually own FBOs and FSEconomy at the airport we just left. We own one at this airport. Actually, all the stops that we're making are all FBO stops. I don't have as an altimeter reading. I never put that in. So we are altimeter 3001. We were way off for our takeoff. Oh, not too bad. We bought this plane in FSEconomy up in Alaska, and Pontiac 9-1 and I took turns ferrying it down to Tennessee, and it took us about 3 days. Pontiac flew most of it, and we flew it all the way down from like Anchorage, all the way down through Canada, and all the way through Canada, and all the way down the west coast, and then over across the western, over the Rockies. Pretty fun. These boxes. I've never seen these boxes. Who's this? Pancho. Panchon. Welcome in, man. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, so we're aiming for this inlet right over here, and then we'll be turning and turning final. Our wind currently. Our wind direction and all that. Currently off our nav path right now. A little bit. I know where we're going, so huge deal. Exberg, have you tried trimming out your rudder left or right? That will fix the side crabbing. I have not. I have the autopilot is on right now, so I mean I don't want to get too crazy with it, but it's a. What do you mean the crab? I don't see a crab. There's a bank. But I have not done that. Welcome in for the first time chat there, Xburger. I'm wondering actually if I mean, I think I put the autopilot on with it when I was in a bank, but the flight, this thing is so pitchy, it's crazy. Yeah, see, it's, I don't even know if I have my rudder trim. I don't know if my rudder trim is even mapped, to be honest. It is. I didn't know that, Bergen. I had no idea. Ibanez, what's up? How are you, man? Yo, have you guys, did anybody catch the pictures of what I was doing yesterday on Sim Gaming, at Sim Gaming Expo? For Sim Gaming Expos? I got a few minutes here. I'm gonna pull it up. We built a ton of rigs for, these were mainly racing. But we built a ton of stuff. If you guys are in the area of Chicago, or you have the ability to come to Chicago, the 5th through the 7th, you really should come, because it is going to be a lot of fun. Put it in general combo. This is what I was doing yesterday and why I wasn't around. Let's pull up our Discord here. Bert, what's going on? Flying your favorite plane? Nice. Yeah, I enjoy this plane a lot. I flew it a lot before. But yeah, it's I haven't been in it in a long time. I haven't done much GA stuff in a long time, actually. But I'm happy to be back in it. I just couldn't figure out anything to fly today, so I was it was actually nice to jump. I was like, yeah, I'll do my FSEconomy stuff. It'll be good. Seems to be all trimmed out. Yeah, I do have the rudder mapped, so I was playing with it a little bit. I appreciate the suggestion. All right, let's go ahead and we're starting down. Our airport is not far away. So, this was what we were doing yesterday. We were building. We built 15 of these things. I built 1.5. I've never built a sim rig before. This is George. He's the guy running the show, the Sim Gaming Expo show. Who did Xburger? Thanks, man. Appreciate the follow. You guys just pushed me over 950, both of you. Thank you. Yeah. So we were over. This was my workstation here when we built them from scratch. They came from SimUcube, I think was where we got these things from, and. We basically had to build 15 because they're doing a racing. They're doing at the show. They're doing a racing, I don't know if it's iRacing. I shouldn't. I don't. You fly the Kodiak 100 on the Series X. Nice, man. Nice. But they're doing at the show. They're doing an actual virtual race, and they've already done the qualifications. They've done a couple of rounds, and then they're doing the championship at the show itself. And they have 15 of these sim pits all set up. I'm not a racing sim guy, but I had a lot of fun building this thing, and it would work as a cockpit as well. So these were pretty cool. I did, not gonna lie, I did want to take one home, but Yeah, you could easily make this a flight sim rig setup as well. Just kind of like the overview. This guy's Mike. He actually is a Twitch streamer as well, and pretty significant in the iRacing world. But I'm learning a lot of these guys. On your PFD, the top arc, you can see the two triangles, the bottom rectangle. If they're disaligned, you've had the same problem for quite some time, and you only recently figured it out. Okay. So you're talking like right here, right? That triangle, the bottom. So now it's correctly trimmed out with the rudder. Is that what you're saying? Where do you fly it normally, Bert? Yeah, so this is the lineup that we did, and there's still 4 more to be done. But yeah, this is what I was doing yesterday, guys. I was over there. We were building for 8 hours. We were building these things. And again, if you guys want to come, it's the registration's open. It's in Schaumburg, Illinois. It's about 10 minutes from O'Hare Airport, and it's 10 minutes from O'Hare Airport, and it's only like $80 for the whole weekend. And there's flight sim there, racing sim, farm sims there. Actually, the devs of farm sim are going to be there. The devs, I believe, the devs of trucking sim are going to be there. Scalarchy is coming with flight stuff. Baltic Dragon's coming with DCS World. The C-130 in DCS World that has not been seen yet is you're going to be able to fly it there if you want. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. So, if you're in the area, definitely look me up. I'll be there all 3 days. I have no vested interest in the Sim Gaming Expo other than I want it to succeed because I think it's really cool. I'm not an owner by any means or a part of the whole process, but yeah, it's gonna be good. I gotta stop yapping here, guys. We gotta land this plane. We're already here. Who dis? Ghost Rider 115, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. DCS C-130 will be there. Yes, it will, Dan. The C-130, Baltic Dragon is coming, and I believe he's got missions that he wrote just for the Sim Gaming Expo. And and then he's bringing along, I believe there's another DCS dev that's coming. And then there's but yeah, the C-130 is definitely going to be there. Yeah, simgamingexpo.com, I believe, is the where you get the tickets. I gotta unlock my head tracker here. I can't see a damn thing. Airport is right over here. I overflew it. I was yapping over here about videos and things, and we went direct, and I flew over the damn thing. Right here, we're on the downwind right now. All right, cool. I'm no pilot, guys, if you're new. What's up, Caveman Zelda? Welcome in. If you're new, I'm no pilot. And GA, I haven't done in a long time, so do not expect anything pretty off of this. I'm gonna fly out to this red tower and we'll make our turn. lost situational awareness. Where the hell did the airfield go? It's on the top of a hill over here, I know that. Right on the other side of this highway. I thought we were closer than that. Definitely lost situational awareness. Gonna spin if we don't watch what the hell we're doing. I think they're part of another booth, Dan. I'm not 100% sure on how they have it set up, but I do know they're coming. All right, where the hell? Oh, we're still on it. Now we're on the upwind. It's over there. All right, we're gonna come in the other way. I meant to do this. No, I retired, Dan. I left New York City. It was it'll be 2 years I left New York City actually this week. Tomorrow. It'll be 2 years tomorrow that I retired. Very, very pitchy, this plane. Alright, I got the airport now. I got my situational awareness back. Thank you, Rip. I was actually just talking to some of the guys today. Your brother's girlfriend lives right next to Detroit. Nice. Yeah, there's actually a guy who drove out yesterday just to help with the SimRig building. He drove out yesterday from Detroit just to help with the SimRig building, and then he drove back after dinner. Pretty crazy. He's actually like top 12 in their contest right now. Oh, where are we at? There's the runway. We've had several mishaps on stream at this airport, so I told you, man. The content creator, or the guy who put it all together, found me, and he was wanting to expand the flight simulator stuff, and he found me and saw that I do a lot of flight simulator, so he called me. We had a meeting, and yeah, he asked me to be a special guest, so here we were. Not my best approach at landing, guys.
500. 500.
That's our fuel, I think. Might hurt. $80. Stream went down? it says 80 on. It says 80 on landing rate manager. I don't think I bounced. Maybe I did. Levitech says I bounced. Maybe I did bounce. I think that's our fuel warning. The dinging. Well, we got paid, I'll tell you that. I thought your stream went down, Dan. You saw it screech, but your stream went down? Spin her around here. We will shutter, we'll hit the parking brake. And FSEconomy will log the flight. We are logged. Nice. Let's see how we did. Your aircraft, your flight is logged. We're going to need to refuel for sure. Can we shut that thing up for crying out loud? Alright. Yeah. Is that fuel? That's the incessant dinging? Let's trim our rudder back to where it was. Back to 0. All right. FSEconomy run. And, I guess that one didn't log for us. Thought we had it running, but I guess Levitex is not. It didn't track it. This was the flight we did last night. We went Seattle to Taiwan in the A350 last night. Not what we're doing. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't think we're going to be doing a Levitex. Check generators. Good call. What's up, Captain? I mean, the generator's on. What's up, Outdoor Tory? How's it going, man? It might be fuel. I mean, we're low, but I don't think it's... We have no alerts showing. Busted landing gear? Perhaps. Fly with the master. The master on? Master's on, right? Driving home, 2.5-hour tour of a flight school. Nice, man. Sun Lee, welcome in. How are you? All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put fuel in the aircraft. I have a feeling it's that. So we're going to jump into the FSEconomy side of things here quick. We just finished that flight. We're now sitting at 1M9. We are taking, is there anything at the airport will not get on the plane? We want to dump, guys, FSEconomy here. Old school, an old school, but a lot of fun. We are taking passengers here. This person's staying. We're coming back to get them in a little bit. These people here, 1M9 to PAH, those guys are staying because we're going to come back here and before we fly to PAH. So this person, 1M7, they're from 1M7. These people are at different airports. I think our fuels. So we're going to get our fuel. We are going to fill it up to, going to get... throw 40 gallons of fuel. It's not going to cost us anything anyway. All right, 1M9 to PAH. Their destination is 1M7. They're from PAH. PAH, these guys are also... We're actually going to get paid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs when we get to 1M7. So we'll have a good chunk of change. We just got paid about $1,100 for that little flight. And we also got paid... That's my cut of it too. So I got paid $700. The company got paid $1,100. And yeah, so das ist gut. Yeah. Okay, let's stop this incessant banging by starting our next flight here. Yes, it was a fuel problem. What else we got here? Did I miss anybody? What's going on, Captain Norse? How are you, man? Get rid of this. Clear. Clear. Exit. Good. All right. Our next flight is going to take us to 1 Mike 7. That is Fulton Airport in Fulton, Kentucky. Also a really cool airport. But our airport after that is Mike 93, and that's I really enjoy flying into that airport. All right, we need to go flaps up. Flaps 10. Nice. Now we are taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're one shy of a full load of things, and we have some cargo on board as well. Cargo from 1M9 going to 1M7. Is that right? I just want to double check here at 1M9 if there's some. Let me take one of these M93 guys. Full. You take one. Or can we? What do we have at 1M7? We might leave somebody at 1M7 when we get there. Hang on. Look. So when we get to 1M7, we're dropping off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. When we get there, we're picking up 1, 2, 3, plus some cargo. Yeah, so we can take those people with us. Let's do it. Let's put one more silly bastard on the flight with us. We'll go with a full flight. We'll go ahead and cancel this flight. We'll restart it. Could put 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9. Nice. All right, let's get rid of that. I think we can get rid of the overlays because they're not working anyway. Go with it. Clean screen. Next flight is going to be 1M7. We will go up to 1,000 feet again. Climb up on a feet. Off of nav mode, and we are good to go. If I drove for 2.5 hours, I would end up on the border with Germany. Yes, you would. And Outdoor Tory probably did not leave Iowa. We gotta set our trim for takeoff. And this was a quick turn, but everybody's on board and we're out of here. Grab a set. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I have to set up land. We'll call it 050 for land. Going 1 Mike 9, 1 Mike 7. Yo, Dan. How's it going? But yeah, the I think Baltic Dragon is coming. I think PC with PC Alexander PCs. I think is where they're coming. Oh, I know it's time. Because I enjoy the Kodiak. Well, I enjoy way too many games, and I can't play them all, and I certainly can't stream them all in my limited time. And I know you're going to find this hard to believe, but I do have a plan for my streams well before I start streaming, so I just don't like wing it the whole time. All right. Hi, Idle. Had some clouds move in, though. Pitchy. Very pitchy. Out the rudder there based on the arrows there, like Berger was saying before. Autopilot's on. Have mode as well. Best climb here. How's it going, son? How are you? Take it easy on the turns. Back card. Cool. All right. I already made some money. It's good because I got to buy some supplies. Our FBOs are starting to get a little short on supplies. Now we're flying over to Fulton, Kentucky. And from there, flying over to McKinnon, Tennessee. We're going to get paid for a cargo job. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. That's all pretty called cargo, but it's all, we're actually paid good amount. Full plane. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Currently 5,000 feet above Lake Barclay. What's up, Kit? Close as that's 3 good. It's going to be a crosswind either way we come in, so we'll probably just dial it in as we go. We are slowly coming back. How's on air going, Captain Norse? Been on hold, summer's busy, but it will come back. Gotcha. I do miss it, and especially when I see you guys having so much fun with it. Like I definitely do. I'm waiting to see what FSEconomy's new what their career mode is going to be like. I think it's going to be a lot. I think it's going to be cool, and so I'm kind of waiting to see how that's going to be. But you might see a whether it's an on-air or a maybe fly the line. I'm not really sure yet. It really depends on how the FSEconomy gets developed. Have you seen FSEconomy? FSEconomy, I guess it should. Yeah. I heard FSEconomy will be sick, but the same about the 24 career mode. Yeah, 100%. Blaze Autumn, thanks for the follow over on Beam. Thank you very much. How are you? Welcome in. Googling it now. You don't even need to Google it. Hang on, I'll show you. We got a few minutes in the flight here, Captain North. So web overlay, it's right off of FS Hub, right? So if you go into I don't know if you're in FS Hub or not, but it's right off of here, and we already have our Wolf Air Aviation is already set up in there, and it's got a banking thing. I mean, you're going to have a hangar for planes that you own. We already have, as Wolf Air Aviation, we actually have an address of a real building that exists in Nashville. That's our headquarters in Nashville. It's like linked to a Google Maps. Yeah, so, you know, the only way to earn money in it right now is if you're a premium member. But then they have the job board here. You have the job board here, and then, but they have the property. These are all things that are not implemented yet. Your airlines that you fly for, or you'll own your business. So you can own like hotels. You can own, I believe you're going to be able to own factories and things. There's going to be trades. There's going to be trades like stock trading, auctions, suppliers, escrow accounts. They have big ideas for it. They have their own Discord, and you can check them out there. But they've been doing these wildfire events that you can you earn money off of, and then so you have that right now, and then you have this app that they're working on currently. Do they have a time span? It's supposed to release to everyone on September 1st. Yeah, you can also earn the money, and you've been able to earn the money on the daily challenges for years by doing these daily flight challenges. You earn you earn Aero Economy dollars by doing these, and these are updated every day, and depending on what you do, you can you earn money based on, you know, how what you fly. Obviously, you're making more money here, and then they have their own app. LKKV. They have their own app now. This is ready for premium members, and you can go through here and add your own aircraft, whatever aircraft you want to fly. A320, hit your filters. These are all the A320 flights, and they're adding more every day. And then based on the distance and what you're doing is how much money you're going to make, and it tells you how much money you're going to make here. Obviously, if you're going to do a 777 freighter, you know, across the country, you're going to make a good chunk of change here. That one's going to be $12,000. Some of them are worth a lot more, even though they're short distances. No, I don't believe they're real routes because they're fake airlines. I don't think they're real routes. At least right now they're not. I mean, I don't know if they're getting ready to do real routes or not. But yeah, here, Dubai to Munich for 20 grand. You know, it's a 2,500 mile flight. But yeah, it's nice, Dan, nice. But yeah, I don't know that they're real routes. I honestly, that really never really bothered me. I know a lot of people like really enjoy flying real routes. That, you know, I mean, I like it if there are some real routes, but I don't need that. But yeah, so Doozy, what's going on? Did I see you flying today, Doozy? Did I see that correctly? Moby, you recall Johnny Depp, Captain Jack Sparrow was there for recovery. Okay, you are flying. Okay, I thought I saw you flying. I actually did a long haul. You'd be proud. I did a long haul last night, overnight. And I'm probably going to do another one tonight because there's a return Taiwan to Seattle trip that I need to make before I can continue on APL, which is why I was in such a mind block for where to fly today. And one of the reasons why I'm flying GA. Not that I'm upset about it. It's actually kind of good that I'm back in doing some GA flying. Love the long hauls though, and I thought I saw you doing some. And I thought I saw, yeah. It's been a while, been a long time. I even got multiplayer on if anybody wants to do jump in and fly some FSEconomy stuff. Feel free. Ghost Rider Bergen, Patch on, and This Dad's Bod. Thank you for the follow. This Dad's Bod actually was one of the guys that he's a Twitch streamer and a racer. He's a racing streamer. He was one of the guys that I was that we were hanging out with at the building the rigs yesterday, building the sim pits yesterday. So no school today, Doozy, or just a brief day. Solar, what's going on? Speaking of look who's home from it. Nice. We got this fuel thing again. I gotta put 100 gallons of fuel in this thing and just leave it. Always school, getting close to landing, so done for me. Get back to it. Gotcha. I hope we have enough fuel to get, we got 15 miles in. Be alright. I was really hoping to, how do I shut this alert up? That's going to be annoying as hell. Line up our rudder trim here. Yeah, I think that's a, it's not showing an alert. I think that's a bug, actually, because this is not a 2024 plane yet. Yeah, the sim pit stuff was cool, man. Are you, and I don't expect you to, Boozy, I know you got things going on. Are you thinking you're going to make it? Yeah, I didn't figure you were, given how the last time you and I talked that it was I don't even know which speaker. Yeah, that didn't work. I don't know what else it would be. It's giving me an advisory, but it's not doing a damn thing here. I don't know. It's definitely a low fuel warning because that's what we had the last time. Never put my flaps up. No wonder we were going so damn slow. Noob. I was probably over. That might have been overspeeding overspeeding the flaps. Bruh. Exactly that. Bruh. That might have been it. That whole time it was overspeeding the flaps? Come on, guy. I don't know. Well, I mean, this plane still is due for an update, and SimWorks Studios is, according to their Discord, they are working on, now that they have the air van on the way, they are allocating resources to the Kodiak and a couple other planes that they have. So. We did have it on the ground, you're right, you're right. Took your first exam last week, and let me tell you, it's going to be an entertaining 4 years. That's not good. Is that good, Doozy, or bad, Doozy? Welcome in, all. Welcome in. We are getting ready to land in Fulton, Kentucky. This plane actually, or this airport actually has some towers that are very close to the airfield here. So. Also saw Aero Economy you were doing, looks interesting. Take it for what you will. Very tough. Gotcha. Right, this airport should be coming up. That's Fulton. Airfield should be, yeah. We're going to make ourselves a little turn here. I actually touched base with them today, Doozy. They got whacked with a, they got hit with a, the building didn't get hit with a tornado, but they took some damage on, with some weather that we've been getting. They did send me an email a while back and say that the 50 series cards were going to take a little bit longer, so it was I was looking at like 4 to 5 weeks instead of 3, but it might actually be a little bit longer than that. But the new rig was supposed to be here. If it was, you know, given the 3 weeks with no delays whatsoever, that would have been Friday. But I'm cutting them some slack, and they're also building 50 rigs for the Sim Gaming Expo coming up. So. You know, like I said, I'm not busting their balls. It'll get here when it gets here. Yep. Time spotting these airports. I haven't flown into these things in so damn long. Getting real slow here. There it is. Maybe. Yep. 6 months delay is acceptable. 1 year delay is suspicious. 2 year delay is unacceptable. 3, yeah, exactly. T-minus 30 minutes for Starship 10. Right? All right. Slow it down here. Return to final. Actually, our base. Who needs to run?
Stall.
No,
Stall.
no,
Stall.
no. Damn it. I don't think we get credit for that anymore. Economy. Got ourselves into a low spin. Runway's overrated, is it? Right? I have my rudder, my rudder trim was jacked too. Doesn't help that I, situational awareness, I've kind of just like
500.
thrown this together and yeah, upside down is never good.
500.
Yeah, the, we're gonna,
500.
FSEconomy is not gonna allow us to, refly that.
500.
They're not gonna, we're gonna have to refly it from, Fulton. Because FSEconomy is not gonna count it. Is that us embedded in a tree right there? Terrible.
This parking is
Break. Nah, Fulton, Kentucky.
This parking is too small for your
Fulton,
aircraft.
Kentucky. Start this
This
flight again.
parking is too small for your aircraft.
Start flight. We're good. There. Let's got the fuel back where we're supposed to have it. You have 40 gallons. At least get this one done before dark. All right. Fuel on. Ignition on. Beacon light on. Strobe lights on. Thing anyway. Any lights? We are going to go direct to 1M7. Enter, enter. Altitude of 5,000 feet. Go ahead and motor the engine here. RV speed of 800. Always ran it over because the lights were pointing into the ground on SU1. Oh, yeah, no, the lighting in this thing was terrible. Remember that? The lighting? Oh, my God. The lighting in this thing, when 24 came out, was brutal. All right. A little bit of fuel. Oh, duh. Let's cut that off. Wondering why it wasn't kicking off. Well, the Vision Jet and the Kodiak were terrible lighting. They all were. All right. Should be enough. Set our trim. Fuel's on. Go ahead. Starters up. Feather. There we go. Prop was in feather. Well, the fuel box here, yeah, it's one I'm not in this airport. The fuel box is not so good. Had to find I don't think there's anything on flightsim.to for this for this scenery either. All right, let's go. The high-pitched whine can go away. Ignition can shut off. Our starter can shut off. Yeah, I'm going by memory on all this. I don't check lists at all. $180 degrees. The hell? Yeah, terrible spot for a fuel box. How's the audio, guys? Is it all right? I'm actually running it through an HDMI cable now, right to my capture card and my streaming PC. I was running it through a line-in old school, and I didn't realize that that was even an option. I was able to figure that out on my Beacon mixer. What I did on Saturday, I think. A whole bunch of things going on this weekend. All right. I idle. Props full forward. Let's try this again. Nope, not red line. Come on back. Come on back. There we go. Rotate. Oh. I'm actually going to be... I can't wait until they get this flight model fixed. I do enjoy flying this plane a lot, but it is very, very finicky. There we go. Autopilot is on. Pull some. You have to rotate to spin. You can't spin without a rotate. All right, we're going up to 5,000. We'll try this again. Welcome in all. Hope everybody's good. Flying from Cadence, Kentucky, over to Fulton, Kentucky. I would like to get this flight in. To trim this rudder in a little bit. Nice. Very nice. No, flight's not that bad at all. Not that bad at all. I did miss the Tennessee sunset flights though. These things are we did this every day for a long time. Like probably about 30 or 40 episodes. I was thinking about starting the FS Hub like Route 66 tour in this thing. I was actually thinking about doing, or one of the other multi-leg tours. I don't think I have any of the multi-leg tours for FS Hub done at all. So might see one of those coming soon on days like this where I'm just like not sure where to fly. This morning I was looking around. I looked at FedEx real world flights. I looked at UPS real world flights. I was thinking about flying the 777 freighter. I was thinking about flying the A350, and I couldn't come up with anything. I was like, eh. And I almost didn't stream. I was getting to the point where I was just like, you know what, it just might not work today. And I was like, let me get on here. I want to stream, and so that's how the day went. The dangerous approach is funny. The various dangerous approach, the dangerous approach achievements. Yeah, you have to, like, a lot of them you have to like come in with like a minus 150 or something like that in an airliner. That's like crazy. No, 50 option. There we go. That's what I was looking for. There we go. I knew I didn't have my wind on there. I was like looking for it, and I couldn't. It collapsed yourself up. Still down. I don't remember what the torque setting was supposed to be for this cruise and all that. Yeah. Yep. Gotcha. Get one more in after this. Really? Lots of tunes. Been enjoying some offline flying lately. I miss VATSIM, but sometimes it just gets it done. Yeah, well, the VATSIM thing, you gotta like do the whole planning thing, and I mean, in your case, and sometimes in my case too, it's just like by the time you're done planning it and pre-filing it and getting in and getting all the radios set up and all the things, like you could be halfway done with the flight, and now all of a sudden the flight that you thought you had time for, you don't have time to do it, and then you just get frustrated. But I get you, Doozy. I did the VATSIM flight. I did the flight last night on VATSIM, but I didn't land on VATSIM this morning. And I'll probably do the same thing last night. I might take off on VATSIM and then it depends. I might land in Seattle on VATSIM tomorrow morning. I don't know. I do plan on doing that return tonight. It's a 12-hour flight from Taiwan back to Seattle, and then tomorrow's stream will be a Seattle to Las Vegas, and then the schedule will be done, and we'll have to pick another one for Delta. Whoever subbed over on YouTube, that was Ghost Rider for sure. And then if somebody else did, thank you very much. We got 2 subscribers. If you are set to private, your subscriber alert does not come through. I appreciate you subbing. Yes, yeah, dudes. That was the climb out. I am going to even love it even more when the new rig gets here and that scenery looks like real. Right now my LOD settings are so, like, I got them set pretty low, and I mean, it looks good, but it could look better, and I cannot wait for that new rig for a multitude of reasons. I had a tailwind on that. I was landing the wrong way on that airport. That's another reason why I went into a spin. I was not coming in correctly now that I look at the wind. Cannot wait to see the sim on it. It's going to be a whole new game. It definitely is. It definitely will. And again, I have the internet to run it, so, well, normally I do. For whatever reason, the outages here and there that I've never had to worry about before, they seem to have calmed down, but I cannot wait to see how that works. But it does. I mean, I can't complain on how good it looks. I just wish my level of detail and rendering would be a little bit. It would render in the buildings, like especially the sceneries, like New York and L.A. Like all those, they just look like big blocky. The building shapes are there, but the color and textures aren't there yet, and until you're like almost right on top of them. So I'm excited to see how that does. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy. I'm excited for it. I'm excited. Like I said, I don't want to rush these guys with the rig. I know they just got hit. Their building got hit by a tornado. The boss's building his house got damaged. They're building 50 rigs for the Sim Gaming Expo, which I knew when I bought the rig, that when I ordered the rig, that was they were doing that. Right now I'm good. It's not like I have no rig and can't stream, so it is what it is. PC's going to turn into a chopper. I hope so. Wi-Fi went out at school today and they had to cancel classes. Wow, that's crazy that is a thing. But I guess if nobody's got they can't hook up. Like everything's internet now. If you can't hook up, you can't hook up. It is what it is. We're probably about 15 miles out. Get a picture on this G1000. It's procedure, select approach. Zero, runway 27 is what we want. Let's go straight. Go. No minimums needed. We need Wi-Fi for everything you do. Yeah, it's we have Wi-Fi for everything. Crazy. I was just talking to a buddy of mine who was 30,000 feet in the air while he was on the plane. He was texting me. Gotta love it. I would like to get one more flight in the east. If we can get from 1M7 over to M93, that would be good. I don't know that we're going to have a chance for the next one. Before dark. Bonus Son's doing great, man. He did another flight today. He's doing towered approaches and towered communications now. He's had a couple of night flights under his belt. He did his solo. I think I told you that. He did his solo. The weather down in Tennessee has been problematic in keeping him, continuously flying. So he's doing ground school and everything. He's continuing on. So he's doing good. He's got to finish up his PPL by I think it's December. Right around Christmas. He's got to finish up. Otherwise, he's got to do some extra fooling around or whatever. But he is after PPL's IFR, and then I believe it's ATPL. No. I'm sorry, it's not. I believe it's PPL, and then I believe it's IFR, and then he may start. Multi-engine, maybe? Not 100% sure on that, Deuce. Might be multi-engine. I know CFI's in there, but I think it's after multi-engine. But he is doing CFI. We're going to do CFI anyway. All right, Dan, good luck. Yeah, there's so many different ones, man. But yeah, he's he's working at the airport that he's flying at, so it's the wind gust there. The wind just changed. Now we're going to be coming in the wrong way again. Yeah, right? Be like a flight sim in real life. Yeah, the wind just completely changed directions, 360 degrees there. Be nuts. It's doing it again. We do have a couple of tall radio towers over here that we got to watch out for, so I believe our runway is right there. right here. We're gonna want. This is a terrible spot for this radio tower, by the way. I don't remember it ever being that close. Oh, yeah, wasn't that close. Our runway's over here. That's a highway right there. We're not landing there. Damn sun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was busting your chops. I figured you'd catch up eventually. A couple of radio towers over here that are not really in a great spot for said. Altitude. Getting a little too slow. There we go. This is looking better now. Hell. Brutal. Brutal. Not playing Flight Sim has for sure benefited your wallet, I'm sure. Go Ahoy, welcome in. How's it going? Man, that's you could definitely tell I haven't been in this plane in a while. I never thought there'd be a day where I fly airliners better than I fly GA stuff. Unfortunately, flight was scrubbed due to weather. Ah, sucks. Welcome in, Doka. Much better at flying airliners than GA. Yeah, I definitely am now. I never used to be. I was scared of airliners a year ago. I didn't know one of them a year ago, and now I fly like 4 or 5 of them. Maybe more than that. Phoenix A300s, the A3 series, 306, the 777, 737, 380, 350. Yeah, actually. A lot more than I ever thought I would. All right, let's drop off. We actually got a pretty good payday coming from here. Not bad, not bad. How are you? Come in. All right, crank. Spin this thing around like a skydiver caravan here. And we will hit the parking brake. All right, we did get paid. See what we're taking over to M93. Technically couldn't skydive with that thing. Yeah, no. The Kodiaks are used at skydiving centers all over the place. Yeah, we made like $2,000 there. Yeah, we made, I made a good chunk of change personally. It always goes back to the business anyway. Terrible business. I am. Learning the 320 now, you know, the 17, 27, 37, 57, 67, 87, 77, 350, 40, 310. Nice, man, nice. Good Lord, what's wrong with me? By learn, I mean spending like a month and learning it in and out. Yeah, no, and that's it. I don't consider myself like, you know, I even now, like, I don't consider myself that I've learned, you know, I mean, I still use checklists every flight, you know, like which is, I mean, pilots who fly those things in real life use checklists every day. I have no shame in using a checklist at all, but you're right. I mean, it's, aircraft needs repair. Please fly to the nearest repair station and have your aircraft serviced. That's probably from the upside down landing that we did a few minutes ago, but we got to go to Wolf Air Aviation. Actually, I got to go to aircraft, Wolf Air Aviation. We will repair it. Thankfully, we're at our own repair shop. We got 88 hours on this. So let's go to maintenance. We're not going to get charged anything here because it's it is our facility. We're good. I missed the A380 there. It's a minus. Missed the A380. Yeah, the 350 and the 80 are very, very close. Yeah, we made it another $1,100 there. Take it. All right, next flight. We are taking from here 3 that we're going to get paid for at the next stop. And then we're taking some other stuff to bring back to 1M9. I don't know if we'll get to today or not. That's the plan. When we get to M93, we pick up 2 more peeps that are there. Anything else? 1M7 jobs, but we're not coming back here. So yeah, we're probably just gonna take whatever we can and bring it back to 1M9. A400, yeah. I haven't messed with that one at all. Let's see here. We got to top off our fuel tank. Who dat? Go ahoy! Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Let's top off our fuel. Throw another 20 gallons in here. It's not a long flight. Oh, you follow me? You might have been, man. I've seen I've had a few things where I think I actually had it with Kitten. I know I was following her, and then all of a sudden, following, and all of a sudden, I went over there, and it said not following. I'm like, the hell? Cannot add less fuel. Oh, there's 20 gallons there. I want to fill it to 40. Cool. All right, let's get this flight going. We are set. Pretty much another full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got some cargo here. That's like a person load. That's nowhere near a person's load. Yeah, we probably have about between that one and that one, it's an extra person, and then that one's a person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish. All right. Let's rock and roll. Let's throw it in the... Get credit for that flight on FS Hub? We did. Nice. All right, so we can update our flight plan. We are going from... one Mike 9 over to Mike 93. Save and set. Done. Change our navigraph. One Mike 7. Did I say one Mike 9 on that? Did. Mike 7. My bad. One Mike 7. Now we're good. One Mike 7, and then heading over to Mike 3. Tis a 50 nautical mile flight. Gearing up for a water landing. We are flying from, we're going from Fulton, Kentucky over to McKinnon, Tennessee now. And this airport is one of my favorite GA airports to fly into so far. So it's, we're doing FSEconomy flights. So tis good. Mike 93. And we're going up to 5,000 feet. Speed 800, climb. We are out and take a left-hand turn, and we will join up and go. Yeah, should be good. All right. Parking brake is off. Lights are good. Oh, we got to set our trim or we're going to be in deep trouble. Alright, high idle. Props fully forward. Off the red line. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was pretty steep. Pretty nasty. We're going to make a right turn into the wind instead of taking away our airspeed that is really not with us currently. Spin here, calm down. The wind, into the wind, there we go. Yeah, oh yeah, this thing is very, very finicky. I might have had it trimmed a little too nose heavy. It was still, I mean, like, pretty crazy. All right, Doozy, enjoy, man. I probably won't be on much longer. I just wanted to get a good stream, quick stream in tonight. And I thought about doing, maybe doing a night stream like later on, but then I day got away from me, so I appreciate you stopping in. White wedding. What are we doing here? This thing is like really crazy. I mean, I know it wants to put us on the nav path, but do we need to spin to do it? Crap. Yeah, we're... Take the autopilot off before we lose so much airspeed we can't. Yeah, there we go.
Stall.
Let's see if we can...
Stall.
Little spin training. My stepson would be proud. That might be it. You're right. Flying 180 degrees in the wrong direction right now, so let's go ahead and get back on path. That about 4 or 5 months ago would have definitely been a crash, guys, without question. Doozy, I wonder if Doozy made it. If he saw that. It's only 8 people in the back. There's barbecue and Kentucky bourbon everywhere. Wolf Air Kentucky bourbon and barbecue everywhere in the back. Yeah, without question. See if we can get back on our get back on task here. We're not even going there anymore. Why is this up here? All right, flaps are up. Man, that was a little sick. Could have dealt without that. I'm sure these people were not happy about it at all. Look at her side-eyeing me. Can't even... that was bad. They are wearing seatbelts. It's a plus for them. That is a plus. Multiplayer is enabled, Allegiant. It is. US East. How are you? Welcome in, Elite. Let's get this rudder trimmed out here and we'll... tell you, we're not actually for the the very little amount of flying that we've done, we're actually making good money. And these are the first FS Economy flights for Wolf Air that I've done in a long time. And most, I think Rip Johnny was the only one that's done FS Economy flights lately. And he's moved on to On Air, so just figured we'd get a couple of them done. Worries. Doesn't matter. I haven't been flying them either, kidding. I moved on to a pilot's life and aero economy and other things, and you know, I'm just you know, resurrecting the old series really at this point. It just kind of because I can. Coffee? Out of coffee. 7 o'clock though. I should be out of coffee. Flying over Paris, Henry County, KPHT. We'll be flying over in a minute. Or you could leave from Fulton, Kentucky, which is 1 Mike 7. Bump this rudder trim over a little bit more. Somebody tried explaining to me this rudder trim thing in the past, and I just didn't have the capacity to learn it before. And I don't know why, but Berger just explained it and I don't know why it all of a sudden clicked with me there, but I appreciate that, Berger. People have tried to explain that, and I know they have. And I apologize that I just couldn't catch it before, but for whatever reason, that lining this up and the rudder trim and all that, like for some reason, probably just a little bit more experience in the planes. But yeah, I don't know. But thanks. Yeah, do whatever you like, Allegiant. Feel free. Did we lose the Twitch stream? How did I get a stream report? What up, guy? All right, so we're flying over this lake here, and then on the other lake on the other side, there's an airport that's right on the edge of the lake. It's nestled in a nice little valley. I really enjoy flying into this airport. We probably will have to come around from the other side to land. Because, what's up, Maddie? How's it going, man? It's really bad if you have the Echo 19 sound pack. I don't have the Echo 19 sound pack for it. I have the Echo 19 sound pack for the Hornet in PCS world, but not in the my flights. Nate Wolf 49 Allegiant, just like Like it might actually be the Nate Wolf 49, because then Xbox didn't have Nate Wolf 49 available, something like that. I think it's the Nate Wolf 49. Hour and 49 minutes. Streamlabs gave me a... That's weird. Beautiful sunset. ATS and ETS2 coming to consoles. Nice, man, nice. I did hear that that was a potential. Look at that sky. Awesome. We're about 25 miles out. East USA, yep. Couple more followers on YouTube, appreciate it. Right now we have a tailwind, so we're probably better off going round. We fly over this lake here. The airport is actually off of this lake. I think it's right in this, if I remember right, it's this inlet here. There's a little land bridge, and if we were landing this way, there'd be you basically hit that land bridge and then make a turn and land right, the mountain is on your left-hand side. And you come in and land that way, but we shall see. Right now, the wind is not favoring that landing, so we'll probably come around and come in the other way. But that means we got to come over a mountain, around, and then dip into a valley to land. That's the 10-mile ring, so we're about 15 out. Does that game sound too loud, guys? Is that okay? The sound is good? The audio is good? Especially when compared to my voice? And there is terrain over here we'll have to watch for, so keep an eye out. Come back on our throttle here. Very good. What's that land bridge that we that's my landmark, right there. So it is, our airport is right in that valley there, but we're gonna have to go, I think we're gonna make a little right-hand turn here. Get over the water. M93 Allegiant, M93 McKinnon, I believe it's called McKinnon Airport. Small little airstrip, little regional airstrip in eastern Tennessee, western Tennessee, on the Tennessee-Kentucky border on Lake Barkley. Runway's like right in there. I think we'll come down another 500 or so feet. That's it. There it is. We might actually have a crosswind regardless. Doesn't really matter. Might take this landing anyway. Who dat? Big Rig, I knew it was you. It was either going to be you or Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf is a big watcher jet guy. All right, let's set this up. I think it's going to be a crosswind regardless. We're going to come in. Come in from this way. How's it going? Duluth, what's going on? Welcome in. We're getting ready to land at M93, McKinnon, Tennessee. One of my favorite airports to land in GA. Yeah, Legion, I've had issues with the with multiplayer before, which is why most of the time it's off, because I just don't mess with it. I don't know why. It is on. I have multiplayer showing. I have no idea why it doesn't work. I just get so tired of dealing with it that I just shut it off most of the time. And but yeah, you're not the first time we've had that problem. I definitely do not. Air traffic quality and quantity set to ultra. No, because doesn't that put AI traffic in as well? Because I do not. I don't put AI traffic in it at all. Laps out. A little bit more. AI traffic is separate. Yeah, we're going to have a crosswind here regardless. So it doesn't really matter which way we come in. We'll just land. I did have when I dropped into Seattle yesterday, though, there was AI traffic in there. Well, I mean, SU3 is only a week old, if that, so I mean, it's yesterday. I did, like I said, I did have AI traffic that I was able to see. All right, not AI, I was able to see people in Seattle yesterday. Little slow, little slow. Crosswind left to right. Slow again. Ow. That hurt. That hurt. Whew. We're all over the place. But we made it. Wow, look at the lights. They actually work now? Oh, you were already asleep the other night when you did the late night stream and went back on. Oh, nice, Maddie. What was that? What night was that? Was that the what night was that? Was that the airline flight? Where did we fly that night? Yeah, this plane is still finicky. Definitely needs some work on this. V-Pilot is a glorified injector. I love V-Pilot's injection system. That is definitely the best one out there in my opinion. That landing definitely could have been better. Friday night, yeah, it was. All right, how'd we do? We have anything here that is not group? See if there's anything here that needs to be taken back up north. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 seats taken. Let's see if we can get all these people on from 90. And the ones to go to M7 will take up to, I'm sorry, 93. We'll take them up to 1M9. 1M9 is only, 1M9 is only like 15 or 18 miles up there. Yeah, everything's on board. Let's go ahead and put some more fuel on. For 20 gallons, total of 40 gallons. Refuel. All right, Dan, enjoy, man. Invalid fueling parameter. Choose who is going to fill us up. I'll take our own gas so we don't have to pay for it. Yo. And we will start the flight over here. Set our takeoff trim. And we're going to taxi down to the end of the runway behind us and take off the way we landed. That's good because we got to make a right turn and I want to turn it into the wind. That's what we're going to do. R.I.P. Ozzy. So we're going to get paid for 2 more flights, or 2 more things when we get up to 1M9. And if we continue on and go back to PAH, which actually has night lighting and an RNAV approach, we actually stand to make another couple thousand bucks actually. These flights already, we've made almost $5,000 just in the quick flights that we've done. Plus what I've made another 3,000 personally, which goes right back into good. All right, we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and put the FS hub. We're going to make this M93 to 1M9 up to 5,000 feet. Set that as active. Ports up in Navigraph. Is a 30-mile flight. Quick. Whoa. What happened? All right. Time to get your gun out of the closet, Dan? Yeah. Yeah, they definitely improved the lights or the lighting in 2024, because when I was flying this thing in 2020 at this time of night, you could not see these lights to save your butt. Like, it was brutal. We gotta go direct. One Mike 9. Enter. Straight north. Altitude up to 5,000. Actually, we'll go 4. We're only, let's do 3 because we're only 30 miles away. Speed will be 800. High idle, props full forward. Takeoff trim is set. Flaps are now set. Let's go. 5. Basically flying right up this lake. Thank you, kid. Go back on nav now. I guess the third flight, fourth flight, not bad. Finally get some stable-ish takeoffs and such. Not where the nav goes. Let's go heading mode over to the nav. Where are we going right now? Take heading mode off. Supposed to be on nav mode right now. Alright, stop. Cut the shit. Get back to our nav path. Arm our nav. There we go. Okay. Exactly that. Exactly that. Okay. How was your workout, Hawks girl? Do have nav mode engaged or armed, so when we hit the magenta line, it should kick on, and our airport is right up the lake, right up here. Albie, are you on autopilot or are you flying it on track? Right now it's on autopilot. I was flying it before. I need to set my rudder here. How's it going, Al? Rudder trim here. Oh, that was close. Sneeze button came in clutch right there. A spider and I shared a 50-pound sandbag. Oh, I forgot to tell you about my spider in the shower story this morning. Last night at midnight. Took a shower. There was a spider that hung out in the shower with me the whole time. It's about that big, and it was hanging out between the curtains. Buddy flew EGCC to Amsterdam. Nice. In the Kodiak or in what? Curvy spider is exactly it. 738. Nice. Very nice. I was gonna jump into a 737 flight, but I couldn't find a couple of them that do. So I was I settled on GA for this afternoon. I think those lights right there, I think, are actually our runway lights already. They are. Funny. Rendered in real early. So we are going to come over here and come in because the wind is coming from our nose. Hell, maybe we'll fly back to Paducah. Still a little light. How was the flight earlier, Al? Let him have the sand back to himself. Calmly throwing it. I'm sure it was anything but calm. A little bit more dim. Smooth in 2020, all the add-ons work. Nice. So this is the airport that we got lost at coming over from Paducah because I haven't seen it in a long time. So we flew around, and then we flew up this way, and then I made a turn. Actually, we flew this way, then I made a turn, went this way, and then I came back, and then we came back this way, and then landed that way. This time we can at least see it, and my situational awareness is a little bit better. That's good. Even Volanta. Nice. Very nice. And we're about 15 miles out now. 12 miles out. 2020 plane not turning into the sun on screens. Yeah, right. I think we're just gonna pull off the grass. We're gonna kick these people out, get some more people in, and then we're gonna take off and get back to the. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 5 flights in 2 hours. Never could figure out Garmin planning? Even the default 24 planes have that issue. Yeah. Alright, let's put this down. Go down to 1500, which is pattern altitude-ish. Down 800. Pull some throttle out. I think we're going to go to heading mode. Go over there. Making our call outs to CTAF right now, Lake Barkley State Park. Full fare 343. Stop landing. We're about 15 miles south of the airfield. Full stop landing on runway 20. Slow it down. Stop chiming. Fine. Our aircraft. A little pitchy. Definitely trees at this side of the runway, so yeah, be coming in low. Oh, this thing is very touchy. This airport does not have RNAV. This was one of the ones that we had a hard time landing at night. Does not have RNAV. There is nothing here. Paducah does have RNAV, and I believe they also have ILS. 1M7 has RNAV on one side, but M93 and 1M9 have none. I will say, this is a hell of a lot easier now that I understand the rudder and how to trim it out correctly. It seems to be a hell of a lot easier.
500. 500. 500.
Yeah, it's the Kodiak 100. SimWorks Studios. Yeah, see, like, you couldn't see any, like, you could actually see the landing lights are actually working here. You couldn't get that last time. Pull off. We're going to throw these people out. We're going to get the people going to Paducah back, and we're getting out of here. I don't even think we're going to need... Okay. Yeah, landing. The lights are much better than what they were last time I flew this thing. All right. FSEconomy. What do we have? Anybody that is not able to get on board, we're going to take everything. No, we're actually able to get everything. Wow. Okay. We actually could dump somebody off and then take this last M9. Nah. But we're going to have to come back here anyway. Anytime we go to M93, this is usually the circuit. We could take cargo to BNA. That'll come with us. I think it'll fly. Yep. Will. Oh. Because I think there's somebody else at Paducah that needs to go to BNA, so... Exactly, Al. Exactly. All right, how's our fuel? 25 gallons. Well, let's throw another... it's our fuel anyway. About a 30-mile ride, I think. 44-mile ride over to Paducah. Start the flight. Okay, PAH. Enter. Going up to 5,000 feet. Actually, we'll just go to 4. Let's go up by 800. Cool. Come off a heading mode. 20 is the heading, so we'll fly out on 20. Make our turn and head over to Paducah. That's all set. We have landing rate managers all good. Let's go ahead and put that into FS Hub. Go on 1M9, 1 Mike 9, UK PAH. Set the flight plan. And same for I think due to the winds, we're probably going to be landing 05. Yeah, and they do have an ILS. They have a VOR approach over there. They have an ILS over there. Yeah, they have and an RNAVs. Yeah, but I think it's clear. So let's go ahead and the flight is started. Set takeoff trim. Good. What is wrong with this thing? I'm set. Quick flight over there, and we are all done. I would call this probably about a $7,000 or $8,000 couple hours of flying in FSEconomy. Oh, we're still on high idle. No wonder we're cruising down the runway like a lunatic. I thought we were, thought I shut high idle off. Slow it down, man. Alright, takeoff trim is set. Flaps are set. Spin this thing around. Idle. Drop full forward. We out. Airspeed's alive. Touchy. Touchy.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Sink it.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Still not sinking.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
In our optimum climb
Don't sink.
thing. Are you kidding me right now? Like, calm down. Alright. Go ahead and get our pitch, got our rudder squared away. Let's get on the nav. And autopilot is on. Is not on yet. There we go. Oh boy. Exactly. Exactly that. There's a way around those. Uh-oh, it's magic. Are we in flight? We are. We're taking a crate of Kentucky bourbon, a local commuter, a Wolf Air passenger, a kilogram of cargo that needs to go on to 5M9, which I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Another passenger going to H96, which we have a few that are ready to go to H96 from, that are sitting over at Paducah right now. Lined up. Nice. Nice. And then cargo to go to BNA, another cargo that can go to West Kentucky, Paducah. That's actually right there. That's like a 5-minute flight. A $3,000 cargo job, 300 some miles away. If somebody to do only 279 kilograms, 322 miles. That's a pretty quick trip. And we should get paid for one job when we get back there for $750. Oh boy. Welcome in all. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Little evening arrival into Paducah, Kentucky, and that's our 5th flight. We have made for the company over, it's going to be about $6 grand in that 2.5 hours, and we've made about $3 grand for ourselves, which is going to go right back into the company. It's all good. First Wolf Air aviation flights on FSEconomy in flight logs since almost a month. And our Kodiak here is probably due for a 100-hour inspection shortly. We're going to have 90 hours on it by the time we get done, so getting close. Little talking heads for you. Landing ratings all over the place on 80, 146, 230, 108. Great view. This area is really, really cool in real life. This is Cadence, Kentucky over here. I forget the name of this. Something Shoals, right on the north side of the lake over here. Very cool area over here. It seems that they did. I mean, I didn't notice the light pollution thing. Like, it never really, because I haven't done a lot of GA flying. But I didn't notice it in airliners a lot. You were once engaged to a Kentucky girl, were you now? You're my boy, Blue. There's a 3,600 kilograms of a cargo mission going up to O'Hare Airport, but that's a lot of cargo coming out of Paducah. I don't even know. We have the Chinook can make that run, but that's, you're talking like a 10-hour ride. Chinook. I don't know what else can carry that amount. That's a lot. In your youth. Gotcha. Oh yeah. Yeah, kitten, it's definitely a lot. That was the last time I was flying around in FSEconomy. The Chinook that we had, or the Chinook that's parked at KPAH at Paducah, I used to overtake Paducah. I was flying building supplies back and forth from Nashville to Paducah, and every one of them was taking thousands of dollars. But I mean, we got PAH out of it, which is a pretty good sized regional airport. So. You're my boy, Blue. Our airport is right there, and we're going to come around and land on that runway. That's 5, right over there. What a beautiful night. Choppers never worked for you on FSE. Said you use no fuel. Yeah. I did have a couple of errors like that. I did have to fly a couple of the Nashville flights back and forth, but I was also out of FSEconomy's interface so long that I don't know if it was something I was doing. It's very possible it was something I was doing. I was very frustrating because some of those flights were like a half an hour in the Chinook, and then you get there and it's like, yeah, you use no fuel. I'm like, I did use fuel, guy. I filled the fuel up. I flew over here. I clearly used fuel. They didn't care. I protested. No one cared. I don't think so. I mean, it worked sometimes and not on others. I don't know if I don't know. And I treated it like I do with all the other aircraft that I fly, and it seemed that it was just weird. Sometimes it worked and sometimes it doesn't, or didn't, and I'm not really sure what the deal was. I am going to get the A350 set up in Taiwan after this, and we're going to get the flight back to Seattle going. I believe that is a 12-ish hour flight. So by the time we get landed, get everything set up, I'll be landing that thing around 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That'll be perfect. That will be perfect. Did it last night, no problems. Now, 2 days ago, problems, but I did it last night, no issues. I flew Seattle to Taiwan. It did made the whole flight, landed. I didn't even really have any stutters on approach. I was very shocked that everything seemed very smooth. 2 days ago, or the 2 times before that, I had 2 or 3 CTDs before that flight, and then the night before that I had a CTD. I was flying from MSP to Haneda, and it flew all night long until I got up in the morning and I was setting up my arrival, and it CTD'd on me. But yeah, I definitely get CTDs. But we'll give it a shot. Those are my next flights. If it's CTDs on me, I'll skip the flight in a pilot's life. We'll see how it goes. Well, this isn't an AMD card. My new rig will be an AMD. No, I'm sorry. My new rig will be an NVIDIA GPU, an AMD processor. My bad. But I still have NVIDIA. I have NVIDIA and Intel right now. All right, we're gonna start down. Pull some throttle out here. That is our runway right there. So we're gonna go ahead and start our turn. I'm gonna stay in autopilot right now until we get down a little bit. Turn to final, I'll take over. Go straight west for a minute. It's us right there. Every time MFS crashes, it resets your GPU fan curve. Really? Wow, that sucks. That would be a pain in the ass. Alright, wind is going to be coming at us. There is actually a better runway to land on. We could have came in on the runway we took off of from, but that's alright. We'll be alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy. Been doing flights in the U.S. going from state capital to state capital, going along with the capitals of the territories. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool, Maddie. It is not that windy, man. What the hell? Now we got wind. Now we got wind coming from the tail. Really? Manage the throttle and make sure we get some. You know what? We're gonna go back around. We're gonna go. This will be our downwind. Wind is directly behind us right now. We'll come back around. We'll hand fly a left downwind, and then we'll come back around and be landing with the wind right in our face. Halfway through the flight schedule, going in alphabetical order when I realized you missed 2 stops that you hadn't made up. Studio, what's up? How are you? Getting ready to land back at Paducah, the place we took off from. But the wind was, it looked like it was favoring us to come in the way that we were coming in, and turns out that it's now at our back, so we're going to do a left downwind, and we're going to come in the other way. The hell just happened? There. A little high. Now the winds that are back again. We just went all the way around the airport to get our wind, get the wind favorable, and it's at our back again.
500.
I'm not playing wind games today.
Stall.
We're good. 77. Oh, God. Calm down. Oh, boy. We're here. Little crossy. And we're back in Paducah. Alright. Strobe light can come off. Nav light can come off. Landing lights can come off. Cabin lights can come off. Standby, off, off, off. Yup. Butter was not butter. Not butter at all. Beacon light can come off. Starter on? The hell? I thought I shut that up. Come on, I thought I shut that up. Thought that thing was off. Those were pretty good flights. At least we landed on the wheels. Not bad. The crazy light up here. Orb. The Wolf Air Orb, if you will. Very nice. I think we just parked on a taxiway, guys. We didn't just park like we don't. We DGAF. Just like, get this stuff off of us. I'm all done. Alrighty. Go ahead and throw this stuff off of the aircraft. Cancel. We are approaching our 100-hour inspection. I think we're just going to go ahead and do it. Here, 90 hours that we get. So let's go to maintenance. Oh, log. We'll go to the maintenance area, and we will perform a 100-hour check using our FBO, which is going to cost us nothing. $7,400 if it was somebody else, but good. Aircraft empty. We'll release it. We have made a total of almost $9,000 in this flight, plus another $3,500 for me personally. Not a bad run there. So those. What is going on, everybody? I think that is going to wrap us up, guys. A couple of things. This Dad's Bod, thank you for the follow last night. Met him yesterday building sim pits. If anybody is in the area of Chicago or can make it to Chicago, there is an awesome Sim Gaming Expo happening in about 2 weeks. Actually going to be done in 2 weeks. It starts on Friday the 5th and runs to the 7th. I will be there. If you guys want to stop in, feel free to come on in. I will be there all 3 days. I got to cut out on Saturday for a couple hours in the morning for a swim meet for my daughter's swim meet. But other than that, I'll be there. I hope we can get a little bit of a Wolfpack crew together to hang out a little bit. They're doing farm sim, flight sim, racing. They're doing DCS World. Like I said, they're doing a whole bunch of stuff. So simgamingexpo.com. And if you want NW49 at checkout, we'll get you 10% off of tickets if you do want to make the drive or make the flight. Feel free to pop in and let me know in Discord or whatever if you're coming. Keep an eye out for me. So you guys know my face, but I have no idea what you guys look like. So definitely let me know if you're coming. That's going to wrap me up, guys. I think we're, I don't know who got out. Duluth. Trade Duluth. I'm gonna send you guys over to Duluth. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, we'll go that route. Let me pause the music before YouTube gets a hold of it and trouble. I don't need that noise. All right, let's see. Roll setup here. Nah. There he is. He's got going on not really 100%. Definitely in an airliner. Looks like the Max. So I'm going to send you guys over there. You guys, thank you very much. This Dad's Bod, Panchon, Xburger, and Doka, thank you for the follows on Twitch. And Ghost Rider 115 and some unnamed and unalerted followers or subscribers on YouTube as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody who came in. Sure I didn't miss anybody who dropped any bits or anything like that. Maddie, thanks for popping in and hanging out, doing your thing. And I hope to be back tomorrow afternoon, probably, is what it'll most likely be. And hopefully we'll be doing the Seattle to Las Vegas leg. And that's my last one in the schedule for Delta on APL. And then from there, we will generate a new schedule. And hopefully we can find something that we can continue on from Las Vegas relatively easy enough. If not, we'll start a new schedule and other stuff. So, guys, enjoy your night. Thank you very much for hanging out. I know it was a little bit later and a little bit shorter than what you're used to here, but I do appreciate it. Head over, enjoy Duluth stream, say hello, and we will see you guys over there, and see you tomorrow. Peace!
Oh shit, I'm being raided. By who? Nightwolf! What up, Biggie? Hang on. Thought that was somebody else's stream I was watching. I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. Hi! Hi, everybody! Hi! Hi, Hawks Girl. How are you doing today? Good to see you.